Hey, it's Alex, and this is part 3 of my allergy videos. Hope you enjoy.
Um, in kindergarten, the nurse warned me that what would happen, and she said, kids spill milk in lunch every single day, and
I had a spare outfit at school.
yeah, so we would. Well, that was the start of it. So I started packing an extra outfit that you could wear if milk got spilled on your clothes.
And I remember the outfit too. It was brown flowy pants.
Well,
it changed.
It changed as you
didn't
grew.
have the same outfit
Yeah.
from kindergarten to 5th grade, honey.
I know, but when I had to change, there was one time that I specifically remember having to change into it, and it was these brown, capri pants that were flowy and they had a little tassel-y thing.
Oh, they were gauchos.
I don't know what the heck a gaucho is, but if that's them, then
that's
okay.
a flowy capri kind of. Anyhow, so the it's upset.
Okay.
So we only have a couple of minutes.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was after having that conversation with the nurse, I had realized through many other things, unfortunately, Alex can't always rely on the adult to take care of her. So once I started to understand how the lunchroom worked, there were parent volunteers or aides, or I don't know. There was No, there's other adults
Teachers?
supervising, but they weren't your teachers necessarily.
They weren't people informed about what your situation
Right, so
was.
there'd be people in charge in the cafeteria to make sure the kids were behaving, but they weren't people who spent all day every day with you, so they weren't informed. And my biggest concern was someone was going to spill milk, you would freak out, and they wouldn't know what to do. And my fear was they would either ignore it because you're just a kid who got milk spilled on them,
right,
or they would completely overreact.
Oh my gosh!
And not behave accordingly. So
And yes, Alex often cried over spilled milk.
literally, and not the literally as in figurative, but literally. So in order, just before first grade started, I decided to prepare her because literally she would cry. Someone would drop something on the floor, like a cookie, and she would freak out, as if the cookie was going to jump up and bite her.
Yeah.
So I would have her come to the sink, and I would pour.
Game.
I would pour milk on her arm, and then have her walk to the bathroom. She does react to milk on her skin, but she has a little bit of time to wash it off. And I wanted her to learn that it wasn't going to be an immediate reaction, that you could wash it off and you'd be okay.
With that, this summer, I did a little testing for fun because I was bored. So
How many kids have ended up in the hospital with that statement?
I wanted to see how long it takes me to react, because I know I do, but I usually wash it off before I even know how long I've got. So I'm like, okay, is this a situation where I need to sprint to the bathroom, otherwise I'm gonna have a problem? Or is it a thing where I can okay, I can finish up what I'm doing and then go take care of it? Well, half and half creamer for coffee, that took forever for me to even get a reaction on my skin. I guess there's not enough dairy in it. But Cheetos, yeah, that reacts less than 30 seconds is basically I gotta go. If I get Cheeto rubbed on me, I gotta go.
Yeah, well, half
fun.
and half creamer is chemicals, so
I don't know. I don't have it.
So we would, but anyhow, so we went through that so that you would then not have your panic and.
Which I think that was good.
Well, because their answer was they wanted you to sit at a table, at a dairy table.
Yeah.
And
away from the peanut kids.
Yeah, I said, who's going to sit at the dairy table? And they're like, Alex. And I'm like, no one else, because
Just ostracize me.
I'm like, I'm not going to have you grow. And that was my thing. I didn't want you to grow up sitting at a table all by
Yeah.
yourself. And, you know.
And I think it was good because, like, if I were to freak out about dairy, like, when other people are freaking out, like, that just wouldn't be good. Or, like, if people aren't listening to me and I'm just, like, and if I was, like, freaking out, like, oh my gosh, like, da-da-da, like, I don't think that would be good.
So your job while having a reaction is to keep stay calm and keep the people around you calm.
I know.
Yeah.
Except
So-
when you're with your mother and I.
So my solution for that is I just don't tell people I'm dying.
Well, I did teach her as a first grader. I taught her if someone spills milk at the table,
Just get up and
that
go to
you
the
get
bathroom.
up and tell them you have to go to the bathroom, because they won't stop you from going to the bathroom.
But they'll stop me from going to the nurse for spilling.
Right. So I would say, go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom, wash it off, and then go to the nurse. So basically, in first
And I
grade,
did do that.
I taught her to take care of herself, because
And lie to people.
and lie to adults. I'm a wonderful mom.
I mean, I still do, because it's like, if you think about it, I have so many reactions. What's the point of every time making a deal of it? Because it's just so common. Like, after a while, it's like, okay, come on. Like, been here, done this. Just give me my drugs and let's go. And typically, I only have to take, like, 1 Benadryl. But my full dose is 2. So I take half a dose. And then if I need more medicine, then I'll take a full dose. If I need more medicine, then I use the EpiPen and go to the hospital. Because the EpiPen doesn't...
EpiPen
Stop
doesn't
it.
cure anything.
No, it gives me
EpiPen
half an hour to get to the hospital and be
Correct.
on a drip.
It actually
With
says
steroids.
it. It actually says it on the EpiPen.
Do you want people reading that while they're trying to?
That's why the AviQs are nice, because they talk to you. And it's
And it tells you. It tells you to call.
Injecting in 3, 2, 1.
It tells you to call
Please
911.
call 9. If you are using it in case of emergency, remove red
So-
safety cap.
So, for those of you who don't know, an EpiPen or an AviQ or any kind of epinephrine injector simply helps to prolong the time you have to seek medical treatment. You are supposed to still go.
Yeah. I've
It's
got
not-
30 minutes.
Yeah, it's not a
basically.
cure for an allergic reaction.
No, it is not. And it goes in the outer thigh. Doesn't go in the arm, doesn't go in the neck, doesn't go anywhere. It's the outer thigh.
So, Alex doesn't like when she sees on TV misrepresentations of how to use an EpiPen.
Wait, I took a picture. Somebody, I don't know if I sent it to you. I was watching a TV show, and it was Supergirl, and the girlfriend was giving her girlfriend like a list of her allergens, and she's like, and here's an EpiPen too, and in the bag it was a trainer.
Okay, I was just gonna tell you. I was
What?
watching this show called The Act. It's a Hulu TV show.
Okay.
And
Oh, I know what it is.
Okay, and so they were making this big deal out of how the mom lies about the girl having allergic reactions, and the mom would just give her like an EpiPen injection when, like, because she lied and said she was allergic to sugar, but she was
Oh, yeah.
giving her a real EpiPen injection. But they used a trainer in the show, and they like had this close up on the EpiPen. Which, if you've ever seen one and you know what a trainer looks like, their colors are completely different. It was
And
so obvious.
trainers say trainer in big print on the side.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and they didn't take off the cap.
So, just
They
to
didn't
be
use it
clear,
properly at all.
so you ladies want them to actually give an epinephrine injection on the
Okay,
show so
But
that
you could
everyone-
at
Hold on,
least
hold on.
you could make it more realistic. It would be like it would
just don't do a close up shot of it.
right.
Or
Paint
for
it.
mine it was just in a baggie. No one was getting stabbed. It's just in a baggie. All you gotta do is just hand over a real EpiPen in the baggie. The trainers come with real EpiPens.
They could probably get a trainer for free.
Okay.
Okay,
Then
here,
paint it.
here's the thing. It would be like if you're in a movie where a guy has a gun and you're
It's
gonna
got the-
paint it blue with like the orange
Orange
tip
tip.
and be like pow pow pew pew. I've got a gun. Like that's the same thing. And like all you have to do, they could have made a mock up. It's
Or
Have
keep
you
it in
ladies
its
never
case.
seen a movie taking place in a real city where the streets that they're on are like miles apart? Come on, it happens all the time.
Okay, fine.
whatever.
Okay, on that note, I think we should end this
I
vlog.
want to do one more thing, and I want to talk about some of the stupid questions you guys get.
I don't know that they're stupid because most of the time they come from a legitimate place.
Okay.
So it would be a question that we've heard over and over and over again that doesn't really relate to the problem.
Like what? Like handing. Oh, sorry. Here's the gluten-free menu.
Right.
Oh, that happens all the time. Restaurants, when we tell them that she has an allergy,
Give me the gluten-free.
give us a gluten-free menu as like that's somehow going to help.
But playing the devil's advocate, that's all they know.
Yeah.
This is our special menu for people with special problems. Here's the gluten-free. They just
Thank
don't
you.
know gluten is a different allergy.
I don't know. I think they just don't know what to do because
Right.
they don't have training. I mean, the sad thing is, and
I feel like.
before I had you, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I worked in food service.
See, because for me it's different because I've
For
always
years.
known.
Yeah.
Correct.
I grew up knowing. I've always known. Always will know. But you guys had to learn.
We had to learn when we were in our 30s.
Raleigh grew up knowing.
Yeah.
But he's weird. Like, I don't get him sometimes. Sometimes he just doesn't think. And I'm like, you've been here like 15 years and you can't figure this stuff out?
I mean, it's all about priority, like what's important to you. But I mean, you're important to him. But
Thank you.
I think that as far as like restaurants go, there's a very large lack of education in the restaurant community. It is getting better.
Yeah.
It is.
They do have signs at school that are like, oh, if somebody has an allergy, do this, this, and this, but they don't really follow it.
The ones that irritate me more than are stupid are the ones that put up the signs that say, we're an environment that is a mixed kitchen, so go find somewhere else to eat.
Yeah, it's like,
Because they don't want to try and don't want to take on
Well,
the
yeah,
stuff.
they just they don't want to take responsibility or they're more it's really about their whole thing is the liability. So
Yeah.
they're excusing themselves from liability and basically telling you we will not do anything to
There's
give
so
you
many
safe food.
signs.
Go eat somewhere else.
yeah. Which happened.
So getting back to the question that you asked.
Yeah.
We
Stupid
digress.
questions, I guess.
So I've never had it, but you've had a few people say, can you eat hamburger because of...
Yeah.
The egg thing was a big one. The gluten thing, as we just discussed. Ooh, that's got mayonnaise on that.
Yeah. Man.
That's a big one. People will be trying to help and
Oreos make sense. Oreos are dairy free. They're vegan. They're chemicals. And I've been literally eating Oreos and people will or other food. I will be eating food and they try to take my food from me. I'm like, I know I can eat this. Don't take my food from me. You don't know what's up. Let me eat my food.
a big thing is that when people hear that you're allergic, they feel so bad. They're like,
You've never had chocolate. I'm like,
Which you
I've
don't.
had dark chocolate, like semi-sweet dark
You've
chocolate.
never had
you
ice
just can't-
cream.
But that's not real.
or you can't have ice cream. Well,
People don't like when I call silk milk, or when I call Smart Balance butter, because it's to me it's butter. It's oh, can you get out my butter? Can I have some milk? It's that's what I call it. You don't call your butter by its brand name.
Parquet.
people think
Do
it's
you?
weird. No, people think it's weird though.
You would
that we,
actually
like-
refer to it as margarine.
We call cow's milk
Yeah, cow's
that we say
Oh.
that we say cow's milk when we mean milk from a cow as opposed to
Milk.
soy milk.
Right.
So we either say we don't
We
say
have
just milk. We have cow's milk and we
And
have soy.
Alex's. We have
Or
cow's
Alex.
milk, soy milk, and Alex's milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll use Alex's milk and Alex's butter and Alex's
I don't really.
chocolate chips and
Yeah.
other Alex ingredients. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think that's we covered a lot. I think the next video that would go along with this, that if we want to touch on more things, if we think of anything else, is come back in for this.
Yes, Ivy. Get in here, Ivy. Come on.
You need to sit up because they won't be able to see. Okay, so in a video coming up soon-ish, like within the next couple months, I know that's not very soon. Thank you, Eddie.
Soon for you.
I know. So we're gonna have these guys, these three, are gonna go a whole day eating no dairy to like my extent. So we're gonna like check food boxes and all that. And
Can we just stay?
Okay, hold on. I've already done this once. Do I need to do it
yes,
again?
because it's harder now, Mom.
What do you mean it's harder now?
You said yourself they didn't have all those things on there, so we're gonna have a whole day. Maybe we'll go to like Dairy Queen and do that kind of thing. Then you'll be forced to have.
Yeah, but I don't like the purple stuff you drink it.
Yeah, I don't like
you don't
that
have to get
either.
my flavor.
Yeah, there's different flavors.
We'll pick. I think what we'll do is eat mostly here, and then maybe go out for like a meal, maybe 2 meals, like 2 things, like a dessert and a
Oh
meal.
my gosh, I think if we all went to a restaurant and all asked
For the same thing.
well,
See,
or
and
No, we all
that's-
gotta
no,
have
if we all
a
got
different
something
allergy.
different and asked it to be allergen free, they would lose their mind.
Yeah, and
Okay, we're not gonna deal with that crap.
You gotta be nuts. You gotta be, and I'll be gluten.
No, okay.
And
But
Raleigh could be water.
I can't have liquids.
I will say on one little comment on that.
yeah.
When restaurants are on top of it, it's amazing.
Oh, it's the best thing in the world. But
Disney.
Like,
Disney
Disney.
is the one place that I can relax
Yeah.
when we eat out.
And I have a list on my phone of what I can eat where. For like when I go to different things, I started it so that way I can just remember because it's hard to like going
401.
through that whole process is annoying. So on that note,
We gotta go.
goodbye.
Bye.
Peace out.